how properties are divided. The major assets that people generally are concerned about in a divorce includes your house, your vehicles, your bank accounts. Those are the three sort of most common and major assets. With the home, again, Washington State is a community property, so if it was acquired during the marriage, presumably both parties would be entitled to it. And the way the court calculate it is they take the fair market value of the asset, they take away the debt or the amount that is owed on the home. That leaves you with the equity. The equity is then divided 50-50. That would be the most equitable division. It's not always necessarily 50-50, but that is the standard calculation how the court goes about on dividing your home. With your vehicles, likewise, you can do the same value of the vehicle, deduct the amount owed, equity divided by 50-50. There's a spreadsheet in which we utilize a lot. It's called an asset and liability spreadsheet, where you factor in the division as presumably is 50-50. You punch in all of your assets, you punch in all of your liabilities, and it sort of calculates, and it's a weighing game to see, okay, if we give spouse A this car and it's valued at 5,000, we should then give spouse B this car, which is valued at 5,000, so that equitably they're at the same page. Now, if spouse A's car is 100,000 and spouse B's car is only 20,000, there's an $80,000 difference. So in order to balance that, maybe we take more of the balance out from the equity of the home that would have gone to spouse A who had the 100,000. But it's a complicated division process, but essentially it's allowing you to input all of your assets and all of your liabilities so that there is an equitable division. Um, so that's generally how the court will go about making it fair on how to divide your assets. And it's not strictly just your asset. Your liabilities are the same. You can't claim the $100,000 car and choose to divide the $80,000 loan that goes with that car. So all liabilities are also accounted for. Um, the selling of the house is also another factor. If, let's say, a spouse decides they want to keep the home because that's where the children live, that's where they go to school, it's what's regular and normal for them, which is all fine and dandy. However, you still have to give your spouse their equitable share. And a lot of times the way people do that is they take the value of the home, they deduct the cost of or what is owed on the home, and that's the equity. Let's say the home is 100,000, you owe 50,000 on it, so there's 50,000 in equity. So that means each person gets